Hey guys, you read the title, and it's a brew day. Alright, so here what we're doing. 2 years ago I brewed this on 5/20/2017, the Harvest Pale Ale, and we got that out of the Homebrew Bible here. A lot of you guys have this. If you don't, I suggest you pick it up. It's got a lot of good recipes in here, a lot of good things. Alright, so now this one calls for, well, this is my version of this, taking liberties because of my setup, not the all grain version, so my partial extract version. So we have 4 pounds of Pilsner, 7 ounces of Vienna, 7 ounces of wheat, 3 pounds of Golden Light DME. We have an ounce of Magnum at 60 minutes, and then a half ounce of Willamette at 10 minutes, and then another half ounce of Flame Out, and also a Flame Out. I put an ounce of Cascade, and we're using US-05 yeast for this one. The last time I brewed this, it was 1047, and final gravity was 1005, which is 5.7% ABV. So hopefully we'll hit those same numbers. We'll see. We got a beautiful day today. It was like 90 degrees the other day, and I was worried that it was going to be too hot in the house to brew today. But now it's back down to like 50s or 60s right now, going up to 73. But we got time for that. So I'll bring you back in a few. We got the water coming up to temp. This recipe calls for it to be mashed for an hour at 149. So 150, 149. So we'll probably get the temp up to 155 like I like to do. And then put the grains in and mix it in, dough in, mix it in. And hopefully with the temperature that it'll drop it down to 5 degrees, obviously, because that's what happens. And so hopefully it'll be high enough that it doesn't drop below, 149. So we'll see. Got my sanitizer bucket over here, grains are there, dry malt here. My hops, I gotta get my hops together, they're over there. So, bring you back. Alright, we're there. We are here. I'm a little high, shoot. Overshot, so I may have to wait for this to cool down a little bit. Or like 165. 62, 4, yeah, like overshot. Woo, look at that steam. I don't think, if I put it in now, it's a little too high. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for it to cool a little bit, so maybe I'll bring it back in like 5-10 minutes. I'm going to let this cool to at least, 155. Overshot. Oh, well, what are you going to do? That's what happens. That's what happens when you're doing camera work and trying to brew at the same time. You get distracted, setting up the cameras, and, it's not easy being a, YouTuber and a home brewer, But hey, those are the breaks. Alright, so let's let this cool a little bit. Cool down, come on. I gotta hurry up. It's always a rush when the captain's brewing, man. Always got something else to do, at the same time. Alright, we're here. Close enough at least that hopefully when the grains get in, it will drop down. So, let's get these in here. Let me shut this fan off for a minute. So you guys can hear me, right? At least hear the grains going in. So I pour slowly like this. As you've seen me do this. How many videos? Jeez. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Put this over here. Oh yeah. So this is going to be a pale color beer. I mean, if you want to go look through my library and find the video where the last time I brewed this, go ahead and check that out. If you should so please to do. Alright, yep, we're dropping down to 150. So I'm going to get this before it drops any cooler into the oven. Alright. I think we're mixed enough. I don't think there's going to be any dough balls. Okay, Junior over there is making kissy sounds. So let's put this here, pop the lid, into the oven it goes. And we'll set the timer for an hour. And we're set. Alright, I'm happy to say that the mash is done, and it stayed right at 149, 150, right where I needed it to, so that's great. So now we're going to start this fire back up. Flame on. Alright, we're going to get this up to the boil. So I'm not going to bore you guys with me sparging this. I got my water right here. I'm going to just ladle it in over the grains and try to get some more of this goodness out of the grains. So I'll bring you back when we get up to the first hop addition. And now we have reached that stage of bliss of the hot break and the rolling boil. I'm going to add an ounce of Magnum in there. I'm throwing it straight in this time. I was going to do, whoa, let's take this off the heat for a minute. We got that hot break going. Woo! Oh man. Let's just watch this for a minute and get my pot holder. One-handed cameraman here coming through. Oh wow. That was a close one, guys. We almost had a boil over. Ha ha! Yeah, man, the sails there, Hugo. Man, we're rough seas here. Yeah, Brew Day Adventure. That's what I say. Hey, Captain Bailey's Adventures, the name of the channel. That's why we're always, never know. Life, brewing, everything. Of course, right there when I was talking in mid-sentence, because I'm using my phone as the camera most of the time. There's the other camera there, but I'm not. I was going to do this one for now, for the hop edition, and a phone call just came through. Lovely. Alright, so we put the timer on an hour. Forgot to do that. Got sidetracked. 59. Alright. So, give or take, right? Ain't gonna hurt a minute or two. But let's see. So this is gonna roll and boil for an hour. We got the next hop edition is at 10 minutes. And then so everything goes in at 10, looks like. 10 minutes for a half ounce of Willamette, and then the Warflock tablet. I got them there. So Warflock at 10, the other half ounce of Willamette. I'm going to, let's see if I can find my stuff here. I'm going to portion it out on this, measure it up, half it up. Alright, so we'll bring you back on the next hop edition. Alright, and here we are. 10 minutes left at the boil. Second to last hop edition in the Warflock tablet. In it goes. Half ounce of Willamette. As you see, decided to use the other camera this time around. Steady shot. Alright, my glasses are getting fogged up. Let me back up. Alright, and then we're going to put, before, when flame out comes, we're going to be adding the dry malt extract and the last two hop additions, and mix it all in real good, and then start chilling down. Got to chill this puppy down. Boom. You hear the beep? We're doing the flame out. Hitting the timer. Okay, thanks matey. You got the hops ready. Last half ounce of Willamette and whole ounce Cascade. And we're at flame out. And now we're going to add, let me get my spoon, and we're going to add, oh boy, Junior, right on cue, right? Now we're going to add our dry malt extract. And this is right at the end of the boil. You don't need the boil extracts. Just get it in there. I mean, I guess if you're doing an all extract beer, you got to boil some of it. But I have read through the bowels of the internet, the interwebs, that when you this stuff's already been boiled and dehydrated or whatever they do to make it this process. So it's already been boiled. It's a wort that's already been done, like you've seen me do right now, right? I mean, if I was just going to do a small beer, you would just do what I just did from like an all grain perspective, and then that's your beer. You see, and then they would take this liquid and then they dehydrate it down into this. So why boil again what's already been boiled? Unless it's something that's been opened before or something. Then you want to get any type of imperfections or any bugs or something that's on it. You would do that. But I mean, if you're just doing a simple thing like this, you don't have to boil it. Because a lot of times a lot of home brewers and things like that, and guys that have been doing this for years, you could actually taste the burntness of the extract after it's been burnt. I can't get any more out of this. As you see, the steam mucks up the bag, and it's hard to get any more of this goodness out. I might have to wait a few minutes, and once it unfogs up, maybe I can get some more out of it. It's always hard to work with this stuff. Always is. Alright, so I'm going to keep on mixing this really, really good. And then I'm going to get my wort chiller in here. The wort chiller is sitting in my sanitizer, so I don't have to worry about putting a wort chiller in some boiled, normally you do that if you don't, to sanitize the wort chiller, you would put it in the boiling wort the last 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to sanitize that. But I'm not worried about it. Let me see if I can get some of this juice up in here and get some of the more of this up. I think we're done with this. I don't think I can get any more out of it. If I can, this bag cools back off with steam. Got a lot of hop debris. But yeah, look at that. Woo! She's steaming. So I'm going to get this over in the sink, get the wort chiller in, and start cooling it down. I'm going to sanitize my fermenter, and then we're going to pitch the yeast once we get this cooled down. And see, I still got a lot of clumpies floating at the top here. So I'm going to keep giving it a mix, trying to get all this stuff mixed. Alright guys, wort chiller did its thing, but I had some really ice cold water, so you never can win. So it's sitting at about 14 to 16 degrees. That's cold, but you know what, it's going to warm back up anyway. So fermenter is really cold, but looks like we're sitting at, it's hard to see. But I think the numbers are around similar to what it was before. I have a lot of bubbles here. I want to get this back in to bring me back up to level. We're, what the hell is the numbers? Yeah, we're right at 5, but I'm going to pour this back in. Everything's been sanitized, so you can pour that right back in. And then we're going to pitch the yeast. That's the color. Well, obviously all this is going to settle out. And I had put the, re-cleaned out my grain bag. And I put it in there. Look at all this hop debris. Oh my god. I had to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze the bag to get all my brew in the fermenter. So it looks like we're sitting at 1040, 1050. So it might be a little bit higher. I can't see with these damn bubbles. But I'm going to pitch the yeast anyway. I don't care if it's cold. It'll warm up in the closet. And even if I have to, I'll put a daggone blanket on it. Warm it back up. But I mean, if it gets up to 18 degrees, I mean that's perfect brew, fermenting temperature, and the house is going to warm up anyway. So, yeah, I wish these bubbles would dissipate. It's hard to see. Yeah, I can't see with these stupid bubbles. Hold up, let me see. 10. Looks like 1051. So a little bit higher of ABV going to be this time. It was 1040 something, 1047 last time, so we got a couple points higher. That's good. So it was 1047 last time, 1050. I'm going to call it a 1051. My hands are sticky. Wash my hands in the fermenting bucket. Sanitizer. All sanitized up. So I can touch this thing and get it back in. So yeah, it's over 5%, right? There's 5, 5.5. It was 5.7 last time. Oh, I wish these bubbles just stopped. 1050. So it's 1051-ish. That's about 5. 5.5. Well, it was 5.7 last time. So this is about. Oh, geez, my eyes. If it's 1050, they're saying it's around 5 point. The estimated gravity is a little over 5, so like 5.5. Yeah, something like that. Well, we'll see when we get the final reading on it. But I'm gonna call it. Looks like at 1051, 1051-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna call it 1051, 1052, 1051 and a half, and then we get the stupid bubbles here. So, put this in here, and we'll get this back in here. Gonna wash everything up. All right, guys, we'll pinch the yeast. Pinch the yeast. Let me get my yeast. Where are my scissors? I had scissors up here. And I'm going to just pray to the brew gods. And I'm not going to rehydrate the yeast this time. I'm just going to lay it on top here, try to get it as evenly, get my hand in here, evenly as possible on the top. All in there. Yeah, there's still some in here. Cleaning on the top of the lip. I got sanitized hands, whatever. Alright. Lid. Get that on. I need my bubbler. Where's the bubbler? Bubbler. So, get some sanitized solution in here. Put the bubbler. Bubbler in there. Alright, let's see. There we go. Hope this is all on film. Alright. And that's a wrap. Hey guys, thanks for coming along with me on another Brew Day adventure. I'm beat. I'm spent. You know, it's a lot to sit there and stand there and watch the kettle boil, and all the cleanup. So we're all cleaned up. We're going to sit out back here and enjoy this beautiful weather that we have here in South Jersey. So thanks for coming along. And if you're new, please like, subscribe, share, and that goes for everybody. I want to thank all my new and old subscribers. You make the channel what it is. Thank you for watching me and the First Mate and whatever we get up to until we do it again. So remember, with me and the First Mate, always say, let's set sail.